What's up, guys? It is John at Raindrop Cleaners, Birmingham, Alabama's exterior cleaner. Coming in to you guys today to talk a little bit about when you start out in your cleaning business, your pressure washing business, whatever home service business you go into. Make sure that you go into it with the mindset that you're willing to start out small if necessary and work your way up. You can always buy more expensive equipment later on down the road. This was a couple of years ago, one of the first driveways we pressure washed, and we were just using like 2.5 gallon per minute pressure washing machines you might get at Lowe's or Home Depot. That's a what is that, Surface Fury or something Force. The surface cleaner there is, it's just a Lowe's brand. It cost a little bit of money. It's not too bad, but I think it was a 14-inch. So this took us a long time to do this job, but this was the first job that we did where it was over $500 for the job, and I think it took like maybe 3 hours for the two of us. So our cut hourly for the two of us guys was more than worth it. But to do this, we had to be willing to use inferior equipment, consumer grade, bottom of the barrel equipment. We had to be willing to have this take a little bit longer for us to get the job done than if we had professional equipment at that time. Now, since then, we've built a trailer and we've added all kinds of surface cleaners and two machines and two big old whirl away BE cleaners and SH and all kinds of stuff. But the point of this is, if you're just starting out, be willing to put in hard work and more hours if needed and have lesser equipment at first, if that's what you have to do to get to that point. For us, I remember what a big deal it was, this day that we had this $500 day, and in 3 hours we made $250 a piece. Granted, there might have been $5 in gasoline for the machine, drive over to this house or whatever. But we also, I think, ended up cleaning the exterior windows at a later date on this property. So this one job turned into, from $500, I think it might have been like $750 when you count in the windows as well. And when you're starting out and you're like, man, if we could just make $200 a day, we'd be great. If we could just make $200 a man per day, that would be amazing. And then you have a $500 day, or you have a $1,000 day. It sounds crazy to say it, but guys, we've had $5,000 days where in a day we made that in 6 hours. So these things do happen, but you can't grow your company if you can't make it through these hard first years where you have to use lesser equipment or use new lesser equipment for a year or two to build yourself up, because you can do a ton of work and a ton of jobs and make a ton of money with Lowe's or Home Depot pressure washers. I don't recommend it in a long-term commercial setting because you will end up having equipment go down on you when you need it or these types of things. But to get to where you can afford to build your first trailer or skid or simply a 4 gallon a minute machine in the back of a pickup truck can do a ton of work. Get you a 200-foot hose. You never have to take the 4 gallon machine out of the back of the pickup truck, run the customer's water directly into the back of the truck, and work from that machine that's in the back of your truck. Get you a surface cleaner or a nice wand and a turbo nozzle. You can do driveways. You can do all kinds of stuff. Get you a downstreamer and a 5 gallon bucket, and you can wash houses. Or you can apply your SH with a 26 to 60 gallon pump and a 12 volt pump system, and then rinse with your pressure washer with no downstream. Or use the house's own water, and that'll get you into house washing. So that'll really, really help you to make a lot of money with not a lot of investment. Pressure washing, house washing, roof cleaning, all of these things are actually a very low dollar per entry to get into the business itself. Window cleaning is one of the easiest, and it's one of the ones that people need the most, which means you'll have more opportunities to work and make money. And you can start with a couple of squeegees from Home Depot. You can start with a couple of cloths from Home Depot. You can get decent enough window cleaning fluid there. It's very easy to start out and land yourself $100, $200, $300 jobs and get 4 or 5 of those a week with $200 worth of equipment from Home Depot for window cleaning. Now, yes, you can get into ladders. You can get into water-fed poles or pole systems. I like water fed systems myself, but that is you're going to have to invest in that. And it took us, I don't know, maybe half a year or more of cleaning windows before we could afford a, $2,000 to $4,000 water fed system. But if you are willing to work hard during these times with the lesser equipment, you can save up money, buy more equipment, and get professional grade equipment. Okay, so the water fed pole system is a professional grade window cleaning system. The 4 gallon a minute pressure washer and up, maybe a Simpson, BE, whatever. 4 gallons a minute and up, I would say, is professional grade or getting into professional grade, where there's 5.5 gallon, 8 gallon, 10 gallon, 12 gallon. So all of these things start out usually with whatever pressure washer a young man or woman has available to them to start cleaning something. But you have to go through these lean months where you're cleaning driveways for $100, $200, using this equipment that might take you an extra hour to get it done, but you can still get it done, still can put down a post treat with a pump up sprayer, pre-treat with a pump up sprayer. I've done that